Hey everyone, welcome back to The Hidden Brick, where today we're doing part 2 of the build of the LEGO Star Wars Rathtar Escape. This is how far we made it in part 1. We have 2 of these corridors built. We have a couple minifigures and one of these old alien Rathtar figures. So I have bag 4 parts dumped out right now. We're gonna just continue on with this build. Move this down a bit because we have some minifigures to build. So we have 2 of the, what's called the Guavian security soldiers. And they have this very, I guess this is a droid, kind of humanoid type droid. So it has the single little dot there for the eye. And then they have little stud launcher guns. These have the tap on the back, a trigger, and trans red stud. Where's the trigger? Okay, we got trigger and trans red stud. So that will complete both of those guys. All right, move that to the side. So now we have the next Rathtar type figure. Now we built one in part 1 of this build. It was the black version. This one looks like the dark red version. So it appears from the picture and kind of how we're starting the build that it's a identical build other than the colors. So that's actually a slight disappointment. I was kind of hoping for 2 slightly different builds, but it is what it is. We'll just go with it. Dark red plate. Alright, so this is, I guess if you've seen part 1, you kind of are seeing some similarities here. Because I know I am. Kind of deja vu. And then on the underside we have red and a red on the top. There's our 2 wedge sloped pieces. Then we have our orange tiles. Next up is the bionicle fingers with the claw in it, tooth, horn, whatever you want to call it. So that's 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 of them, but remember 2 of them have the little whip piece in them. So I'm going to start at the bottom and go up. I think it'll be easier. That's one of the whip. Here's the other whip one. Piece there. And then lastly, we have the 5 that have this kind of a burnt orange color claw, tentacle type thing, tail, I guess you'd call it. Tail, claw, tentacle, call it what you want. Cool. So that is the second of the Rathtar figures. So with that complete, now we're going to begin making the main hub or base portion that's connected to these corridors that we've already built. So we'll starting with some plates here. Turn this over. A couple more plates. I'm gonna go ahead and set this on the table. Probably be a little bit easier than holding it in my hand. Black brackets, a couple more plates. Two of these reddish brown bow shapes. Okay, looks good. Now we have black panels. This is an interesting little build. So we have this headlight brick and then this brick with a clip on it. Then we have this little handle piece. And the handle goes inside the hole on the headlight brick, and then the bar clips onto that clip. So that makes for a pretty neat detail. And we're going to do 3 more just like that. Line them all up next to each other. That'll go there. That looks good. Now we have a 1x4 plate that we're going to put 4 more of the headlight bricks on. And this will simply attach right on top there. Right, some more brackets. Put these black tiles across the 2 pieces with some plates in between them. Now we have this 1x4 plate. We're going to put the yellow studs that have the hole in the top. And this will attach to those headlight bricks. Next we have 4 of these tiles that connect the brackets. Another tile here. Alright, that completes bag 4. So a few extra pieces I'll move to the side. So let's move on to bag number 5 right now. Okay, we have all of our bag 5 parts out. Let's start with this big plate. Push it on there. plate with a couple bricks. Some Technic bricks. Alright, so this is interesting. We have these axles with stops. We're going to put a yellow bushing on each one. Slide these inside of those Technic pieces. Put another yellow bushing on the end of each one. And we have one more piece. This goes in here with another yellow bushing on the end. That whole thing will go there. I'm not quite sure what all this is, but we'll just have to go with it and see where it takes us. Now we have a lot of tan and dark tan colors. Put this in there. Okay. So now we have these inverted slopes going around this part. Another plate on here with a dark red plate right there. Couple of tiles. And now we're going to make a 2x build of some sort of window element. Had a piece stuck to it that fell. Alright, so we have these bricks with studs on the side, or one stud on the side. Attach a couple studs to one to the bottom, one to the top. And we need to repeat that 8 times. Didn't think this was going to be a repetitive build, but hopefully this is the only repetitive part. So that's 3, here's 4, halfway there. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Each one of these will go on 2 on each side, basically. Cap it off with 2 tiles. I kind of knew that was going to happen. These are very flimsy until other things are connected to them. All right, move that to the side. We have another little sub-assembly to make. Two of these chamfered corner bricks. Turn this over. Put two more on there. Two studs. And we have these plates that have the built-in 45-degree slope. All right, two brackets, plates, two more brackets. The corner sloped pieces. Okay, assortment of red tiles. Two more of these tan slopes. Two more corner slopes. Bring this guy over. And this piece. Attaches like that, I guess. And we have two more of these trans red studs. All right, so that completes bag number 5. So let's move on to our 6th and final bag right now. All right, we have everything for bag 6 out. We have our final minifigure. It is Chewbacca. And he has basic torso. You see some printing on the legs. And then the head is the head fur combo piece. Now he has his crossbow weapon. That's also a flick fire stud launcher. That is our final minifigure. Kind of a common fig. It's more detailed than it used to be 4 or 5 years ago. There's more printing on it than before, so it's, in my opinion, a nicer fig. So if you have an older Chewbacca, which I do have quite a few older ones, they don't look nearly as good as these newer printed ones. All right, so I have this red bucket with a single bone in there. Just kind of silly. Move that to the side. We have another sub-assembly to do. Have some corner plates. Dark red. Those two go there. Oops. This is It's actually very fragile. Not many studs being held together right now. Put that down before it falls apart in my hand. Two corner slopes now down this side. We're going to put the double wide cheese slopes as well as this side. And we have another slope with the corner slopes. Those corner slopes are not the same slope angle as the cheese slopes. You can see the cheese slope doesn't line up with it at all. See, we'll turn this over. Shows that piece there. Couple of brackets. Right, so next is slotted bricks. Bring this back over, and it appears where's this going? Okay, like that. Didn't make it very clear on the instructions, but it's the only way it really fits. It's actually really confusing on the instructions. Alright, we got it figured out. So next up is this plate with a tile and then two double wide baby bows, and we need to make 4 of those pieces. Okay. These will go across and attach to the brackets. Just like that. All right, move that to the side. We have our next little sub-assembly. Two grill tiles in here, and then 2 of these plates with the bar on it. Two sloped bricks, and then a regular brick. Tiles and grill tiles. All right, so that. So weird, they don't show it turned around, but then you have to turn it around to put it on there. Like that. Alright, next one. So I think this is going to be the door part. We have 2 cheese slopes. Another plate here. Turn this over. This gets anti-tiles on the back. And that completes the door. Whoop, one more thing, a stud here. Okay. So now that completes the door. So that will go right there. All right, so that completes it. So let's back this up and put it together. Box out of the way so it shows this piece here. We'll put this part right there. Just clips on with a clip down there. And then it shows this part and clipped on there. Alright, so our play feature shows little diagrams on here. Shows this being pulled up. Oh, I think I see what I did. It appears that that should go like that. So this thing is I see what it does now. So I had it in the wrong spot, but when it goes up, there's so much friction on this. You're supposed to push this and it's supposed to fall down. So it'll take a little bit of wiggling. You can see as I wiggle it. Well, I guess the more I move it, the more it falls. So it's like a little automatic closing door. And then the other, okay, where's that thing at? So you can put the minifigure in here. We'll put Han in here so he's hiding in this portion. If I can get him in there. So this play feature is you turn the knob and he pops his head out. Actually not that great of a play feature either. And then the last piece. Okay. So once again, another trap door over here. These little pins back here, if you pull them out, the door slowly falls. It's very anticlimactic. And then we take the top off. One of our guys can go in there. All right. So that's it. Kind of underwhelming. The play features are actually not that great, but I don't know. I guess it has some good parts. You tell me. Put a comment down below. Thanks for watching. If you watch both parts, you're my biggest fan. Let me know down in the comments below. Also, don't forget to check out the links I have down below. If you love this video, you'll probably love everything else on this channel. I do a ton of Lego build videos just like this one. So this is just a small sampling of what I have in store for you on my channel. So thanks again for watching, and we will see you in the next one.